I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Thursday, May the 18th, where this market is starting to settle down a little bit and trying to find a place where the give and take is not too one-sided, but it's still settling down as though it's going down a little bit more. We haven't quite found a stopping place, but the board was a little bit brighter on Wednesday there. Live cattle futures, nearbys were actually up a little over 50 cents there. Feeder cattle futures did not move a whole lot. You had your spot in May, it was up over $1 and settled right at 142 even, which it's trying to align itself with the CME index here late in the month. But your August and contracts and out further up 10 to 25 cents, not a lot going on there. Fed Cattle Exchange on there had a little action on there Wednesday morning there. They sold a little over 1,600 out of almost 2,400 head, so had a decent sale there, and it was kind of spread out a little bit on your nearby sales or current sales for this week and maybe up to 10 days out. In Texas and Kansas, they ranged from 133.75 to 135.75, which is lower but not too bad really. It might have been better than what a lot of people thought it was going to be. Nebraska traded some live sales from 134 to 135.5, but then also had some 2 to 4 week out front sales, which they've been offering here of late, and they were only 130 to 131, so that doesn't bode real well for the near coming future on what the market's going to be there. But we did have some direct fats trade in the northern plains on Wednesday, and it was a spread from 210 to 215, but actually it was 210 only from the majors and 215 from the regional packers, which they're going in and creaming the top at a $5 premium there, because we've got this giant choice select spread here, and your quality reigns supreme here in those regional packers, which normally go in and cream the best of the cattle. They're being able to do that again and getting back kind of into normal. Your mainstream big packers there, you know, they raised those cutout prices so high. Some of those items were at all-time highs for the history of boxed beef cutout sales or dressed meat sales. But that didn't bother them. They wanted to get that price high. It actually ground sales volume all the way to a halt, which didn't bother them either, because they had these out front contracts that they needed to fill, and they needed as much choice products as they could to get those filled. They've kind of got those taken care of now, and they've actually backed off on the prices on your cutout values now, and so they're kind of getting back into normal things, which isn't great for the cattleman with trying to get leverage, but if things are going to get a little bit more predictable now, we should think. But you look at your feeder cattle prices on Wednesday there, your real-time index ended late in the day at 140.101, which was down 67 cents from Tuesday's close, down $1.61 for the week. So we've been selling our yearling feeder cattle cheaper, but not as sharply one way or the other as we've seen here in the last several weeks. OKC West didn't have a government market report out late Wednesday, but you look on Beef Market Central and you can see pretty clearly. Don't pay attention to the calf weights because they sold those all on Tuesday. But on Wednesday here, your 700 to 900 pound yearling steers steady to $4 lower, but 9 weight steers sure $8 to $9 lower, and that's pretty self-explanatory. West Plains, Ozarks Regional Stockyards in Missouri there on Tuesday, mainly a calf sale this time of year, at around 3,500 head. They sold the bulk of their calves $4 to $8 lower. Pee-wee lightweight calves, kind of a popular place to get those. Those were $10 to $15 lower, so we're expecting the southeast order buying markets to sure be lower on those pee-wee calves too. Look at Dodge City, Kansas on Wednesday, 2,700 head. Look at the Beef Market Central market report there, and you see those feeder weights there, $4 to $5 higher, because they were terrible a week ago. So you remember there, they called those like $8 to $13 lower. They overdid that last week, and so put a little bit more back on. And like I say, we're just settling in it, and we're kind of getting back to where everybody knows what one's worth. And they had to put a little bit on Dodge City. They were $4 to $5 higher, but it's good to see them get that back. Some individual quotes there in Dodge City. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they had 68 steers, weighed 506. You don't see a big string of lightweight calves like that this time of year, really, in that area there, but weighing 506, bring 194.50. That is an awesome price, being that most people have already turned out on their pastures. That could be a deal where they're going to get a good cut of hay off some fields there, and then turn some calves out behind them. But another market up in the sweet spot there in St. Joe Stockyards, my old stomping grounds, St. Joe, Missouri. They had 66 head of steers at 10:30 in the morning, weighed 751 at 158 1/4, and they can get it for them there. That's your feeder flash for Thursday.